Welcome to this recording where you're going to listen to insightful moments recorded during live coaching sessions with my clients who come from diverse professional backgrounds. And if you like what you hear today, please share it with your friends and colleagues. And remember to hit the subscribe button now and ensure that you never miss any other episode. Thank you. So, people say to me, I want to be a better listener. Okay? And I'm curious about what that can mean. And in the meantime, I might be hearing this same person speaking really fast, maybe even loud, and perhaps thinking of thoughts and answers even before you've listened to the question or the statement. And to me, it's a reactive way of communicating because you're kind of like not listening. And I would say the not listening is almost not receiving the other person enough. We don't receive them. We don't sit there comfortably and take them in, sit there and just absorb them. Active listening is about, listening for feelings, listening for needs in the other person, behind the words, what's going on behind the words. And we need this in negotiation because if we're negotiating at a superficial level, we may be missing the motivation, the real reason that person wants us to negotiate, where we need to approach their needs or their unmet or their feelings. So the active listening, if you want, take it as I need to receive this person. So that means I'm going to sit here and absorb them, show them that I'm here for them. I'm going to listen. I'm going to pause my thinking. I'm going to pause me and I'm going to let them be them. All right, so real deep respect for the other. In fact, there is no other. It's almost like, how would you want to be treated if you're on the other end? So treat the other as you would treat yourself. Also statements like seek to understand before you try to be understood. Yeah, we're also trying to serve with listening where they're of service. We want to listen to everything so then I can come back with a full and complete answer. So it's like a ball game. You throw the ball to the other person, so you open the conversation and then you wait for them to catch the ball and then they throw it back to you and then you catch the ball and then you throw it back, a bit like table tennis, right? So the idea is you can't throw the ball and keep throwing the ball and the other person hasn't thrown it back to you. And even if they're talking and you're not listening, it's as if you just kept throwing the ball and you're not waiting for them to throw it back to you. So there has to be, that's called a dialogue, and the listening aspect is about you sitting back and being prepared for the dialogue, which means to calm your body down with some deep breathing, because you might be a bit anxious or not sure, or you want to make sure you're heard. Whatever's all the reasons why we speak so fast, sometimes we're just not mindful of our habits. We're not mindful of that nervous system that speaks, the habit of speaking. We've never recorded ourselves. We've never listened back. We've never watched a video sometimes. However, speaking slower, calming your body with deep breaths, right in the belly. Because every time you breathe, it relaxes your body. And every time we don't breathe, we keep talking, and we're not breathing. Well, we're breathing very shallow, and you find that the body's quite tense. So checking your breath allows for that break, for the calmness of your body. So you tell your body, calm, pause, create pauses. For the other person, it will be very good because they feel you're being reflective, they feel you're being deep, and they feel that you're making time for them by you pausing. And when you're not doing that and speaking too fast and overriding them or speaking before you've heard them speak, the other person, they may feel that you're wanting to dominate the conversation or you're anxious and you're nervous. See, either way, it weakens your position and you either will, be authoritarian or you'll be permissive where you're kind of talking, but at the end of the day, nobody's listening and nobody's speaking. So we want a win-win, right? You speak and I'm going to receive you. I'm going to listen. I'm going to make space for you. I'm going to take it all in. Then you speak. When I speak, then I expect that. So it's almost like pacing and leading and letting that flow of rapport, okay? Thank you for listening to this recording. I hope it has helped you. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time.